Texas Southern trailing Rice 9-8 with 3 minutes remaining. McElrath will take a break.
In the first quarter, again, exciting first home game for the Lady Tigers this season.
Tie game as Davis does her part and knocks it down. Davis from the free throw line, she's 33%. Here comes the pressure by Texas Southern. Back to Bennett. Bennett dribbling with that right hand. Bounce pass back to Decay. Decay dribbles with the left hand, in trouble. Brooks playing great defense. Back to Bennett. 12 seconds on the play clock. Henderson back into the basketball game now. Bennett looks to drive. Back to Knight. Going inside. Contested by Brooks. In and out. And Rice gives up the basketball to Texas Southern.
And defensively, the Lady Tigers have been doing such an effective job. They already have one shot clock violation, but the Lady Owls are having a tough time getting into the set till very late in the shot clock, and they're rushing some things late in the shot clock.
And a turnover by China Ewing from Little Rock, Arkansas. It's going the other way. Texas Southern 9, Rice 9. 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Texas Southern 9, Rice 9. Bennett with the basketball, dribbling with that right hand across the timeline.
And again, just consistent aggression defensively that is really making it hard for Rice to get into their sets.
Stolen by Shamaya Brooks. Back to Ewing. Ewing to Kennison, up and under.
Yes.
Count the basket.
Shamaya Brooks having a really nice first quarter to open up this game.
Texas Southern 11, Rice 9. Head coach Janetta Hayes-Perry on her feet. Back inside to Elick. Back to Decay. Elick looks to drive inside, picks up her dribble. Back to Ademarco, in trouble, fadeaway jumper. Counted by Ademarco. She's got 4.
Knotted up at 11, but again, you like what Brooks is doing on the interior, and really the perimeter defense is another thing that's really, really important.
Texas Southern tied up with Rice, 11-11. Shot is up by Brooks, and it doesn't go.
Brooks not tightly defended that time, was able to turn and make a play. I think she actually was caught a little bit off guard by the fact that she was so undefended, no defense in the interior for her.
Texas Southern 11, Rice 11. Less than a minute remaining in the first quarter. Texas Southern 11, Rice 11. Brooks into the basketball game as well. Ademarco, shot is up, misses it. Brooks with a rebound. Kennison with the basketball now.
Davis, you have that duo of Kennison and Davis in the backcourt.
Brooks with the basketball. Lewis with it now, dribbling with that right hand. Lewis. Back to Davis. China Ewing looks to drive. Kennison for the 3-ball, misses it. And it will go out of bounds with 16.4 seconds remaining on the shot clock, Devin Wade.
And again, the effort defensively is becoming a staple for Coach Janetta Hayes-Perry's Lady Tigers, and they've really enjoyed some unprecedented success under her leadership. And again, it looks like early indications of this is going to be another fantastic season as we get ready to head into SWAC play with 3 more non-conference games after this afternoon's matchup.
11-11, 9 seconds remaining with a floater. Count the basket by Hawkins as she got to the rim via the floater. But it's stolen, and at the end of the first quarter, as Texas Southern trails Rice 13-11. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Texas Southern Sports Network. Hello, Lady Tiger fans. Welcome back. Texas Southern trailing Rice 13-11 as we begin the start of the second quarter. Devin, what are some of the things you'd like to see differently that this basketball team has done in the first quarter?
Well, again, at the end of the day, you want to see the Tigers continue to put forth a defensive effort, and really let's see get some perimeter shooting going. Again, we've seen that they've been able to go to the interior with Shemaya Brooks. Let's see if they can really get their shooting going, get the hot hand from the perimeter.
Right side of the floor, back with the basketball now. Pass is knocked away by China Ewing.
Doing a great job. Active hands, active feet. Really can't say enough about the defensive effort. And you have to develop a deep bench to play with this type of ferocity. Three-pointer up and good there. But again, for the most part, the Lady Tigers have guarded the perimeter pretty well.
Texas Southern trailing Rice 16-11. Davis with the basketball. Davis, turnover for Texas Southern. Going the other way. Back to Knight. Knight.
There's a charge.
No charge called.
No.
As Kennison is whistled for the foul.
Thought it was going the other
Oh,
way.
check that. Kennison did draw the charge.
Yeah, it was a charge. So, again, that's the second charge of this basketball game. I think really the Lady Tigers can slow down just a bit on the offensive side. They're seeing things, but they're moving really, really quickly on the offensive end.
Knight. Kennison with the basketball now. Kennison with it now. Ball's almost stolen, but Adi Marco making a big hustle play. Try to keep the ball alive. Texas Southern so far from the floor. Texas Southern 57%, 4 of 7. They have 42% from the charity stripe, 3 of 7 on the day so far. Texas Southern trailing 16-11. Davis with the basketball. Cross-court pass to Ewing. Kennison with the basketball. Kennison dribbling. Inside, pass is stolen away from Octavia Ford. Hawkins now.
Tigers did a really good job of getting back that time. And again, active hands.
Pass is stolen. Kennison to Ewing for the finish. Misses it. Ford with a rebound, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot free throws.
And just active hands in the interior. Nothing on the interior is being uncontested, and they've been able to come up with some steals, 3 or 4 steals on the afternoon, and we're just over a quarter into this basketball game.
Texas Southern trailing Rice 16-11, 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Octavia Ford knocks it down.
Ida Marco, the leading scorer in this basketball game. Nicole Ida Marco for Rice, 3 of 4 from the field, 1-1. 1-1 from three-point range. So she's been carrying the water for the Lady Owls.
Octavia misses it, going the other way. Texas Southern trailing 16-12, 8 minutes remaining.
And consistent with the theme of the entire season, balanced scoring across the board for the Lady Tigers.
Hawkins got away with a push-off there. Kennison, definitely a mismatch down low. 7 seconds now on the play clock. Looks to go inside. Elig. Count the basket by Elig.
And again, like I said, the Lady Tigers have forced Rice deep into the shot clock. So that's really a testament to the kind of defense that they're playing for the majority of the shot clock.
Rice 18, Texas Southern 12. 7 minutes remaining. Kennison back to Ford. And a traveling violation is called. Boy, and Octavia really gave her a bit of the cold shoulders, you would say.
Yeah, that was probably going to be a call. If not travel, it looked like it would have been an offensive foul. She dropped the shoulder.
Texas Southern trailing Rice 18-12.
But for the Lady Tigers, I think Shemaya Brooks and what she's been able to provide both on the defensive side, and she has a bucket in this basketball game as well. But again, she provides that presence in the middle that really slows some things down. But again, the perimeter defense has been the story for the Lady Tigers so far. But it's getting away from a little bit here as this game progresses.
Texas Southern trailing Rice 18-12. 7 minutes remaining. Second quarter. Elig with the basketball. Elig back to Knight. Stolen by Kennerson. Kennerson on the push. Kennerson going all the way. Misses it. Going the other way now. Stolen by Kennerson again. Long pass to McElrath. Misses it. Ewing with it. And a foul is called. McElrath was so wide open.
Right.
I don't think she could believe she was that wide open.
Kennerson with back-to-back steals went up against a larger defender on that break that she tried to go to the hole. It would have probably been better served to pull that one out and get set up. But I think that they want to capitalize on their speed and athleticism and really keep and push the action here.
Ewing, first one is a good one. China Ewing from Little Rock, Arkansas. Texas Southern trailing Rice 18-14. 7 minutes in the second quarter now. Pressure applied by Texas Southern.
And again, it's consistent with the theme of just really contesting everything. And that can get frustrating. We'll look for more, even more turnovers in the second half as you wear down this Lady Owls basketball team.
Elig back to Hawkins. Hawkins back to Knight. Hawkins dribbling with that left hand. Hawkins for the three ball. Misses it. Rebound by Elig. No one boxed out. Kennerson hustling on the floor.
Brooks comes up with it.
Oh, my goodness. A turnover.
But Kennerson, you cannot say enough about Kennerson. Trying to defend in the low post against a lady out that's much, much bigger than she is. But again, scrappy hands, quick hands, and just really a consistent, aggressive approach to defending in the low post when there's a clear mismatch.
Three-point attempt, no goal. McElrath can't bring it down. Texas Southern trailing Rice 18-14. 6 minutes remaining. And Zeb Franklin working the refs. Texas Southern trailing 18-14. 6 minutes remaining. Goodwine into the basketball game. Goodwine dribbling inside to Duque. Duque with it now on the blocks. Back to Goodwine. Backdoor. Count it.
Well, but you know, you talk about the Lady Tigers. Can't say enough about Kennerson's effort. I mean, across the board, you've seen defensive effort. Now Rice will attempt to, again, create those turnovers. It's been a problem for the Lady Tigers this season.
Kennerson with the basketball now, dribbling with that right hand. Kennerson still dribbling. Inside to McElrath. McElrath power. Misses it. Brooks, the cleanup. Misses it too. Gets her own rebound. Hustling on the floor. It's a tie-up.
And possession arrow goes in favor of Texas Southern.
Texas Southern not playing very consistent right now, and they're still only down by 6. Shamaya Brooks will come out of the game.
Well, you saw Rice go to a zone that time. And again, I think at some point the Lady Tigers will be a little bit better served if you continue to have those mismatches down low when you had Kennerson down guarding the post against a bigger player. I think at some point they may be better served to go to some zone as well.
Ford looks to drive. Mean machine. Count the basket by Octavia Ford.
Octavia Ford, the leading scorer on this team, tied with Kennerson with 13.4 points per game.
Hawkins looks to drive, kicks it back out. Hawkins back to Goodwine. Duque dribbling that basketball. Duque back to Knight. Texas Southern trailing, and a foul is called. Give that foul to China Ewing. Texas Southern trailing 20-16. 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Goodwine going to the basket.
Goodwine doing work for the Lady Tigers. All right, Lady Owls, rather.
Texas Southern trailing Rice 22-16. 5 minutes remaining.
She's averaging nearly 10 points per game, 9.6 points per game for the Lady Owls.
Back inside to Palmer. Caitlin Palmer. Back to Kennerson. Kennerson picks up her dribble. Palmer from the corner. Misses it.
I didn't like that call.
And a foul is on China Ewing. That's her second, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I didn't like that call at all. She was behind her. It was a little bit of contact, not enough to warrant a foul call in that situation.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. Texas Southern trailing Rice 22-16. You're listening to the Texas Southern Sports Network.
Think.
Question.
Cut. Compare.
Learn something new.
Debunk something old.
Hit a wall.
And think again. Model. Think.
Hello, Tiger fans. Welcome back to the TSU Sports Network. Texas Southern trailing Rice 22-16, 4 minutes remaining. They have the chatterbox held. Devin Wade, cross court. Hawkins brings it across the timeline. Second quarter action. Hawkins still dribbling. We'll have an update from Marcus Smith momentarily. And a foul is called. Give that foul to Duque. Texas Southern trailing Rice 22-16, 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. McElrath with the basketball. Back to Palmer, back to Kennerson. Kennerson, Davis, Palmer, Kennerson with it now. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kennerson, jump shot,
Nice.
Ice cold in her veins.
Yes, nice.
As it goes down.
And again, on the season, she's the tied for the leading scorer on this basketball team. But again, what she's done on the defensive side has been just as impressive.
Texas Southern trailing 22-18. Knight with the basketball. Looks to drive. Knight count the basket as she knifes through the lane. 24-18, and a foul is called. Give that foul to Taylor Bennett.
And again, the Lady Tigers have gone 9 deep on their bench here. So again, when you talk about the kind of intensity and the veracity that they play with on the defensive end, you would be best served by having a deep bench so you can keep that kind of effort up for a consistent 40 minutes.
Texas Southern trailing Rice 24-18. 24-18, 3 minutes remaining.
Lady Tigers with their 12th free throw attempt of this game already. And they're 7 of 12 from the free throw line.
Joyce Kennerson, Port Arthur, Texas.
Rice has not shot any free throws to this point.
Kennerson knocks down both free throws. Good for her. Texas Southern down by 4, 24-20, 3 minutes remaining.
I think it speaks to the aggression on the offensive side for the Lady Tigers to be able to go to the free throw line as much as they have through a quarter and a little bit more than a half.
Bounce pass. Back to Ida Marco. Three-point attempt. Misses it. Kennerson with a rebound. Here comes Kennison across the timeline. Inside the Ford, up and under. What a play by Octavia Ford. Long pass, someone's asleep, and a score is made.
Yeah, that, again, getting back on defense is imperative, but that time Rice was the aggressor.
Kennison with the basketball. Texas Southern trailing 26-22. Kennison still dribbling that basketball. Congratulations to Robert Earl Harris Jr. graduated yesterday. Palmer, miscommunication. Ball batted away. Rice with it now. Marco across the timeline, dribbling with that right hand. Texas Southern trailing by 4. McElrath can't grab it, but she does move a little table.
Well, I tell you what, again, they've been playing with great anticipation, and I think they look for an opportunity to exploit the offense.
Texas Southern trailing 26-22. Stolen by Kennison. Kennison weaving through traffic like an ambulance to Davis and the basket.
Wow, you cannot say enough about Kennison's effort and what she's able to do inside and outside on both sides of the floor. She is clearly a leader on this team.
Kennison heating up like an electric blanket. 26-24. Inside, Decay misses it. And Rice will have the basketball. McElrath pleading his case. And Eddie Davis, the equipment manager, hustling the basketball down out of the tunnel. Texas Southern trailing by 4, 26-24. All of it shown right here on the TSU Sports Network, courtesy of www.tsuball.com, tsusports.com.
2 minutes left in the half. Let's see what happens if the Tigers are able to end on a high note here.
Hawkins with the basketball, dribbling with that right hand. Hawkins dribbling, looks to get inside. Shot is up by Ely. Give it to her.
Got a call backboard on that one.
Old school.
Nice help defense that time. Before that, the bank shot was made.
Timeout called by the Lady Tigers of TSU. We'll take one, too. Texas Southern trailing Rice 28-24 with 1 minute and 44 seconds remaining. We'll be right back. You're listening to the TSU Sports Network. And welcome back to the H&PE Arena on the beautiful campus of Texas Southern as Texas Southern trails Rice 28-24 with 1 minute and change remaining in the second quarter. Davis with the basketball. Davis cut off by Marco. Kennison, three-point attempt. In and out.
Shot just didn't fall.
Can't bring it down. Boy, last season seemed like that rim was wide open.
Well, you know, I think they're sort of rushing things again on the offensive side of the floor. They had 16 seconds left on the shot clock to work for a better shot.
Ehlig with the basketball. Dribbling with that right hand. Ehlig back to Hawkins. Hawkins dribbling with that right hand. Hawkins still dribbling.
Again, late in the shot clock for the Lady Owls. They have to rush something up.
Marco shoots a three. Misses it. Rebound by Ehlig and a foul is called.
But again, you know, you talk about defensively, they had to rush something up. Unfortunately for the Lady Tigers, a Lady Owl was able to come up with the rebound and then subsequently was fouled. They'll attempt their first free throws of this basketball game.
Texas Southern trailing 28-24, 52.7 seconds remaining. Ehlig misses the first one. Ehlig from the charity stripe taking the floor tonight. She's 50%. Texas Southern trailing 28-24 with 52 seconds remaining. Ehlig misses the second one.
Brianna Lewis checks back into the game. Very small in the backcourt for the Lady Tigers right now.
Small but scrappy.
No question about that.
Three-point attempt for Texas Southern. Brooks Misses it. Falls to the floor.
Tie up. Possession arrow is headed towards for the Lady Isles right now. So that's second tie up we've seen of the first half.
And we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Texas Southern trailing Rice 28-24 with 38 seconds remaining. We'll be right back. You're listening to the TSU Sports Network. And welcome back to the action, live from the H&PE Arena on the beautiful campus of TSU. Less than 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Hawkins dribbling across the timeline, guarded by Brooks. Guarded by Lewis. Ademarco to Elig.
Oh, well,
and a traveling violation is called.
I was going to say great defense that time by the Lady Tigers. I didn't want to see a foul call in that situation.
And Texas Southern will have the basketball. Texas Southern trailing 28-24. Probably will play for the last shot here. Kennerson to Brooks behind the back. Back to Lewis.
Half time here.
McElrath jump shot, misses it. Going the other direction. Hawkins, Ademarco, and it doesn't go. And with that being said, it's halftime at the Texas Southern H&PE Arena. We'll take a break, and when we return, we'll have much more for the halftime show. This is Texas Southern Lady Tigers.
Question.
Cut. Compare.
Learn something new.
Debunk something old.
Hit a wall.
And think again. Model. Plan. And keep going.
Work till it's late.
Then early. Then late again.
Smile.
Laugh.
Rest.
Regroup. Use your hands.
Use everything you've got.
That's what it takes. Think.
Question.
Cut. Compare.
Learn something new.
Debunk something old.
Hit a wall.
And think again. Model. Plan.
Spin.
Discard.
Now breathe.
And keep going.
Work till it's late.
Then early. Then late again.
Smile.
Laugh.
Rest.
Regroup.
Use technology.
Use your hands.
Use everything you've got.
That's what it takes. Think.
Question.
Cut. Compare.
Learn something.
This smooth, refreshing Bud Light happens. But it is right here that it becomes an invitation. Making this not only 12 ounces of refreshment, but also 12 ounces of inspiration. To be more up for whatever than ever.
Bud Light.
The perfect beer for reading and unleashing a whole world of whatever in the name of a ridiculously good time. If you're up for whatever, look for your message on Bud Light bottles. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens. This is where crisp, smooth, refreshing Bud Light happens. But it is right here.
With our blend of Creole herbs and spices. Our side dishes include the tastiest greens and red beans and rice you'll ever put in your mouth. Try our new King Roll rotisserie chicken at our Scott Street location. Come on by French's Chicken, where the taste lasts forever. I'm Percy Crusoe. If you haven't been to French's Chicken, or if it's been a while since your last visit, no place does chicken like French's. Our chicken is seasonized with our blend of Creole herbs and spices. Our side dishes include the tastiest greens and red beans and rice you'll ever put in your mouth. Try our new King Roll rotisserie chicken at our Scott Street location. Come on by French's Chicken, where the taste lasts forever. I'm Percy Crusoe. If you haven't been to French's Chicken, or if it's been a while since your last visit, no place does chicken like Frenchie's. Our chicken is seasonized with our blend of Creole herbs and spices. Our side dishes include the tastiest greens and red beans and rice you'll ever put in your mouth. Try our new King Roll rotisserie chicken at our Scott Street location. Come on by French's Chicken, where the taste lasts forever. I'm Percy Crusoe. If you haven't been to French's Chicken, or if it's been a while since your last visit, no place does chicken like Frenchie's. Our chicken is seasonized with our blend of Creole herbs and spices. Our side dishes include the tastiest greens and red beans and rice you'll ever put in your mouth. Try our new King Roll rotisserie chicken.
Physical information. Leading score for the Lady Tigers on this afternoon, the leading scorer is none other than Joyce Kenderson. She's got 6 points in this.
And Ford has 7 on the afternoon as well.
Got to pick it up and get it going. 28-24, third quarter underway here. Live from the H&PE Arena. Lady Tigers with the basketball. China Ewing with it now. Dribbling with that left hand. Back to Ford. Ford in trouble. Back to Ewing. Ewing knifing inside. Count the basket. And the Lady Tigers on the board right out of the gate.
And again, you saw a little bit more patience, a little bit more time taken on the offensive side. And if they can match that defensive performance of the first half, I think they'll be in great shape.
Texas Southern trailing by 2, 28-26. Duquesne with the basketball. Left side of the floor. Going inside tonight, count the basket. That's Rainey going inside.
Leading scorer for the Lady Owls and in this game is Wendy Knight. She started with 7 with forward for Texas Southern.
Kenderson with the basketball, dribbling with that right hand. Inside to Caitlin Palmer, up and under. And we have a foul call. Give that foul to Decay.
And I'd say the performance in the first half by Joyce Kenderson, she's on 2 of 5 from the field, but 2 of 4 from the free throw line, but 2 rebounds, and she's probably the second smallest person on in uniform today. 6 points, but 5 steals. She had 5 steals in the first half. So again, and really some of the things, some of the intangibles, some of the things she did really that don't show up on the score sheet has been valuable for the Lady Tigers.
Both free throws made by Caitlin Palmer. Texas Southern trailing by 2, 30-28. Once again, you're viewing the TSU Sports Network. Left side of the floor. Back to Hawkins. Hawkins, bounce pass, almost stolen by McElrath. Healing inside with a basic move, and she drops it down. Back to Kenderson. Kenderson in trouble.
Tried to trap there, had a little half-court trap. Again, the Lady Tigers have been susceptible to that this season.
Octavia Ford misses it, going the other direction. McElrath was not in position to get the rebound. Texas Southern trailing 32-28. Hawkins with the basketball. Hawkins back to Rainey, dribbling with that right hand. .13 seconds on the play clock. Shot is up. Hawkins, no. Long rebound. Ewing comes down with it. Ewing on the push across the timeline. Ewing picks up her dribble. Back to McElrath. Back to Kenderson. Ewing back to Kenderson.
Again, taking time. I like the fact that it's been a lot more patient on the offensive side of the floor.
Palmer with the basketball. Forward jumper contested again. And a now fresh shot clock for Texas Southern.
Nice
Every
rebound by
time
Ewing.
that Octavia Ford has shot that basketball, the shot has been contested. So we got to watch that. Might have to use a pump fake and drive inside. Texas Southern trailing 32-28. There's an opening. Ewing
Blocking
inside
foul.
and a
That's a
charging
block.
foul. It's called on Ewing.
She slid into her. That was, again, the third charging call this game. 2 for Texas Southern, 1 for Rice. As again, we see now checking into the game for the Lady Tigers.
And yet Ewing's third personal foul. She'll come out. Texas Southern. Ewing's going to have to come out. Checking into the basketball game. Nicole Smith from Lawton, Oklahoma. Texas Southern trailing 32-28, 7 minutes remaining.
Getting her first action of the afternoon.
In the third quarter. Ida Marco. Inside the E-League, and a foul is called.
Brianna Lewis back in the game as well for the Lady Tigers.
Texas Southern trailing 32-28. 7 minutes remaining. E-League with the basketball. E-League back to Hawkins. Hawkins dribbling with that right hand. Shot is up. Good wine. Misses it. E-League on the hustle. Going up strong. Henderson with the rebound.
Can't let the Owls hit the boards like that. 3 consecutive rebounds, offensive rebounds.
Got to knock them off the branch.
Turnover that
and
time.
And it's a turnover by Texas Southern.
They're going to say it's a tie-up. And the possession arrow favors the Lady Owls.
Texas Southern trailing 32-28 with 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Now, we at least know going down the stretch, Lady Tigers have the possession arrow favoring them.
Ida Marco back to E-League. E-League with it from the three-point line. Misses it. Kennison with a rebound.
Wow.
And she's fouled.
That's a good call. But again, Kennison has been, you know who else gave the Lady Tigers great minutes in the first half was Shamaya Brooks. Hopefully we'll see some more of her. She created a presence. And again, when you have a situation where you had 3 consecutive offensive rebounds by the Lady Owls, that's something I don't think would happen as easily with somebody like Shamaya Brooks in the paint.
Texas Southern trailing 32-28, 6 minutes remaining. Every time the Lady Tigers get close. Kennison looks to drive. The shot is blocked. 6 minutes remaining.
But again, 19 on the shot clock. No need to rush things here. You can work and really make the Lady Owls defend these 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Kennison back to McElrath. Back to Brooks.
Turnover.
Another turnover. Going the other way. Hawkins picks up her dribble. Good wine. Misses it. Lady Tigers are getting out hustled.
Like let's see what the coach does here, because again, it's the interior all of a sudden where the Owls are starting to assert themselves as we get a new Lady Tiger checking into the game. That is McKenna
Poinge.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Texas Southern trailing 32-28.
It's our preseason for basketball. We hadn't gotten started in earnest. Actually, our first time calling the game together, a basketball game. After 17 seasons of football, first basketball game together. You won't let me on the court.
It make you feel good?
You locked me out of the gym.
Going inside. Back to Rainey. Back to Ida Marco. Hawkins with it now. Texas Southern trailing 32-28. E-League. That's a good wine. Back to Ida Marco. 14 seconds remaining. Shot clock.
Cutting to the basket.
And one.
That's the second time that play has been successful for the Lady Owls. It happened in the first half, and again, the Lady Tigers are going to have to stay close here. We're nearly halfway through the third quarter. We want to see what Coach Chase Perry has in store and what they'll decide to do here with the rotation. Still no Shamaya Brooks here in the second half.
Texas Southern trailing 34-28. Make it 35-28. Hello to Rodney Rogers. checking us out on the stream. 5 minutes and change remaining. Back to Puinge. Puinge.
Oh, man.
And this
There
Lady
is no
Tiger.
way that she was set.
And this Lady Tiger basketball team is coming unraveled, unglued here.
It may be a good time for a timeout here, but the Lady Tigers will continue to play here. You don't want to go too far down here.
Texas Southern trailing 35-28 with 5 minutes remaining. And McElrath takes a seat. Elick with the basketball now. Back to Hawkins.
Kennison working her up high, not allowing her to move freely. What's the call?
And Marco gave her a shoulder.
Okay, that's an offensive foul for the Lady Owls, so a nice break for the Lady Tigers. And actually, the Lady Tigers got away with one a little bit earlier in that shot clock.
Send it to the showers. Texas Southern trailing 35-28. Marco takes a seat. Back to Kennison. Kennison with the basketball. Back to Puinge. Puinge. Back to Davis. Davis. Back to Kennison.
She loses the ball. That is Texas Southern ball. But again, Ewing has been out for a little bit. Hadn't seen Brooks in the second half. There is a timeout on the floor.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the H&PE Arena. Texas Southern trailing 35-28 with 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Puinge will inbound the basketball. Davis with it now. Top of the key. Back to Puinge. Puinge still dribbling. Puinge wide open. Didn't shoot it. Back to Kennison. 4 seconds. Kennison in trouble. And Octavia Ford can't bring it down.
Tie up, possession arrow favoring the Lady Tigers. So again, fourth time that's happened this afternoon.
35-28, Texas Southern trailing with 4 minutes and change remaining in the third quarter. Lady Tigers have got to get into some kind of rhythm here. Davis with the basketball, back to Kennison. Kennison.
I think Ford will be the person that can get them in and scoring down low. Tigers hadn't shot well from the perimeter. That's been a big issue this afternoon.
And give that foul.
Lady Tigers 0 of 5 from three-point range, and now that's going to be hard to get it done when you aren't able to have a little bit more production from the three-point, beyond the three-point line.
Kennison with the basketball. Kennison. Fresh shot clock. Texas Southern trailing 35-28. Kennison right side of the floor, back to Octavia Ford. She has a lot of good looks, but just can't capitalize on them.
That won't be a turnover. See, she didn't know that the ball was tipped. She could have picked the basketball up. She didn't know. But the official indicated that the ball was knocked away. So that was a tough break. Good timeout for the Lady Tigers here. Just a mistake by Kennison. She just didn't see or realize that she could have touched that basketball and prevented that bucket. It wouldn't have been a backcourt violation.
All right, we'll take a break. Let's go to, you ready?
And again, you talk about this game, Tigers trailing by 9 now. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. You have to hope that the Tigers at some point will be able to start getting it going, at least a couple of shots from beyond three-point range to put some points up and soften up things in the middle. I think Artavia Ford be the key to scoring down low. Shemai Brooks, again, somebody who I was impressed with in the first half. Hadn't gotten back in the game in the second half. Interesting to see if she'll get it back into the mix. We've seen more interior scoring by the Lady Owls in this second half. Again, both these teams coming into this afternoon 5-2 on the season. Lady Tigers with their home opener of the 2016-2017 campaign. And all of these things are building towards a conference play where the Tigers will be back here for the first time January 14th to open up SWAC play. So again, impressive. Some things have been really impressive for the Lady Tigers. Our first look at the Lady Tigers up close, and then we've seen some special things, some things that we know that the Lady Tigers will be able to build on as this season progresses. That was a foul.
Knocked going the other way inside. Out the basket by Rainey.
That was a foul. That was a tripping foul.
Here comes the hook. She won't be in there long. Texas Southern trailing 39-28.
Again, they're trapped, doing a little bit of half-court trapping, trying to capitalize on a team who had 14 turnovers in the first half.
Lewis with the basketball. Lewis, three-point attempt by Caitlin Palmer. No go.
Ford.
Octavia Ford can't get it to go down.
On the line.
And this Rice Lady Owl basketball team is out-hustling these Lady Tigers of TSU.
Well, in the second half, and again, early on, that really was the key for the Lady Tigers. They on the defensive side, they rushed it a little bit on the offensive side. We talked to Coach Wilson about that a few moments ago. But again, that benefited them, and you have to keep that intensity up, and you go with a deep rotation. Well, we're already 9-10 players already in the rotation.
39-28. McElrath with the basketball. Palmer, pump fakes. Palmer. Back to Kennerson.
Still time on the shot clock.
Back to Ford. Inside to McElrath, and a foul is called.
But again, they seem rushed. If they just take their time, they play with such urgency, that doesn't benefit you on the offensive side of the basketball, of the court. Defensively, you play with that urgency, and that really kept the Tigers in the game in the first half, but they've rushed through so many things. See a woosah moment on offense to kind of see things a little bit more clearly.
Texas Southern trailing 39-28, 3 minutes remaining. McElrath knocks down the free throw. 10-point game now as Rice leads Texas Southern by 10. 39-29, 2 minutes remaining. Put your hands on the radio. We need some Tiger power. Bounce pass. Back to Ely. Back to Goodwine. Goodwine.
Travel.
She did the dance.
She had 4 points in the first half, and she's been really good for them. Another player I hadn't seen for Rice here in the second half, Bennett. Bennett gave them a lot of energy, she for the Lady Owls.
Texas Southern trailing 39-29, 2 minutes remaining. First home game for Texas Southern.
Caitlin Palmer hadn't gotten it going this afternoon yet. Let's see if she can bring something to the table.
Back to Palmer, dribbling with that right hand. Back to Kennerson. Kennerson still dribbling. Back to McElrath.
Now you're 9 on the shot clock.
Back to Octavian. Back to McElrath up and under. Misses the layup. Gets it again.
Nice play.
Count the basket by Brazier McElrath.
Wow, banging down in the low post. That's going to be a foul. Looks like that's going to be against Kennerson.
Texas Southern trailing 39-31.
She played all but 2 minutes in the first half. She hadn't come out here in the second half. Clearly a leader on this team, tied as the leading scorer on the season coming into this game for the Lady Tigers.
Count that one. Texas Southern trailing 40-31. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Texas Southern trailing 40, make it 41-31, 10-point lead.
Second year for Lady Owls head coach.
Kennerson, Ford, off the window. Great dime drop by Kennerson. Texas Southern trailing 41-33.
Ford led the Lady Tigers in the first half with 7 points scoring.
Hawkins with the basketball, dealing with that right hand. Hawkins still dribbling. Back to Knight. Decay, three-pointer by Hawkins. Misses it.
That was a foul, but again, no. Here's Shemaya Brooks finally coming back into the game. Have to do something to prevent the Lady Owls from dominating the glass on the offensive side. McElrath will come out of the game. It looks like, well, let's see.
But no one's boxing out.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what she was frustrated about.
Right. And then you get a foul, a needless foul, and you give him an easy opportunity to score points. Now you have Ewing checking back in the game, China Ewing back in the game, who I thought was very productive in the first half as well. I think it's all part of figuring out your team as it progresses in your rotation. You have to have those things sort of figured out as you head into swag play.
Texas Southern trailing 43-33.
Now you see the trapping. Rice is going to try to create those turnovers by trapping until the Tigers prove that they can handle that. That time the Lady Owls commit a foul.
Texas Southern trailing 43-33, a minute and change remaining.
I want to ask you, Larry,
in the third quarter.
I want to ask you, Chatterbox, your thoughts on the men's side of things. What do you think about the men and what you've seen from them thus far?
I think I really like what I see from the men. Even though we lost to Louisville, you had a chance to see what Trey Jefferson could do.
Right.
He dropped 27.
I had a conversation with Coach Mike Davis on the Sports Talk with Devin Wade podcast, and he talked a lot about that, having some new additions to the team. But you talk about guys who new contributors, Zach Lofton. Boy, he's been really special so far this season. That was a travel.
Rainey dribbling inside, and a foul is called.
Missed the travel back here.
Texas Southern trailing 43-33 with a minute and 19 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Seems like the Lady Tigers are still not playing together. And you make certain substitutions, and after that, that's when you'll be down by one. You make one or two subs here and different personnel, and then the bottom just falls out of the wagon and you're back in the hole again.
Well, and another thing, you look at this Rice team, they only had 2 free throw attempts in the first half. They've gotten a lot more aggressive. And again, dominating on the boards, that cannot happen. And another hustle play for the Lady Owls. They maintain possession. So McElrath stayed in the game. It was Ford who came out for Shemaya Brooks. And again, nice defensive hand. Finally, a rebound for the Lady Tigers. A team rebound.
Texas Southern trailing 44-33. Less than a minute remaining.
Again, have to be smart here. Can go for the final shot here. Actually, let's see. No, they actually.
Back to Palmer. Palmer. Kennison. Kennison with the basketball. Palmer still dribbling.
There it is, three-point shot.
Misses it, doesn't go. Going the other way.
See if Rice will hold for the last shot.
Lady Owls with the basketball now. Rainey, 6 seconds now. Back to Hawkins. Hawkins. Stolen by Palmer at the foot race.
She didn't get a shot off. Tried to take it coast to coast.
All right, we'll take a break. And when we return, we'll have the final quarter. We'll be right back. Texas Southern trailing Rice 44-33. This is Texas Southern Fighting Tiger, Lady Tiger basketball. Hello, Lady Tiger fans. Welcome back. Tuning in to the broadcast via the TSU Sports Network. Texas Southern trailing 44-33. Basketball too high for Octavia Ford to grab. Luckily, Joyce Kennison was right there.
Again, they have to do something on the perimeter.
Back to Isis Lane. Back around the horn. Back to China Ewing.
Oh, that's a foul. That actually was a foul. Have to have a little bit more body control in that situation.
Texas Southern trailing 44-33 with 9 minutes and change remaining.
11 players to play for the Lady Tigers. So again, that's a lot of bodies that help you with your defensive intensity. You wonder how you develop some chemistry there with so many people rotating in and out. But you have so many young ladies who are able to contribute to this team.
Rainey with the basketball. Back to Rainey, dribbling with her right hand. Out of Marco, no. Going the other way. Kennison. Ford can't grab it, going the other way.
Active hands, turns over the basketball.
Artie Marco going in strong, misses it. Rebound by Goodwine.
Ewing, great effort that time by not conceding the layup. And now the Rice Owls, who came up with the rebound, have to go back to the drawing board.
Texas Southern trailing 44-33. Rainey inside.
Oh, that was all ball. That's a tough way to start the fourth quarter, Chatterbox.
Very tough way. They got an uphill climb with two backpacks on their back.
Well, again, it wouldn't be a concern except you're just not shooting well from the outside. You're struggling offensively. You only put up 33 points in this basketball game. And again, you give up another offensive rebound and before coming up with the steal. That was Caitlin Johnson with the steal. And again, now they have to start to make a move here, down by 13.
Back to Johnson. Back to Kennerson. 14 seconds on the play clock, on the shot clock. Ewing inside, and a foul is called. Not a lot of jump shooting from this Texas Southern basketball team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, you're not getting a lot of perimeter shots. Ewing is one that will put up some of those shots. Another young lady, Palmer, will put up some outside shooting as well. You have to wonder what will the last few minutes of this game look like if you can't find anybody to hit some shots. And you can, of course, miss those free throws as well. So see if the Lady Tigers can get back into this one. Again, they have the kind of defense that can really clamp down here. They just hadn't seen that a lot in the second half.
Texas Southern trailing 46-34.
So again, a big couple of possessions here on the defensive side. You can't trade buckets being down by 12.
8 minutes remaining in the contest. Ademarco dribbling with a floater. Rebound by Isis. Rebound by Isis Lane. Ewing loses it.
Turnover and a foul to boot. So, yeah. Really kind of combine,
Texas Southern trailing 46-34. 7 minutes remaining.
Compounded that, I was trying to say, that mistake with the turnover by committing the foul. So that's what I was trying to say.
Knight with the basketball now. Hawkins dribbling now. Back to Knight. Davis on the defensive side. Back around the horn, back to Knight. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Can't give up a foul here. Do not foul late in the
Ademarco. And that shot clock violation. Great defense by Texas Southern.
And again, didn't commit the foul. That's the kind of thing that'll get them back in the game. But again, you need a little bit of perimeter shooting to open up things inside. And I think they've had some spacing issues as well.
46-34. I think they got to get used to playing with each other more.
Well, you know, having 11 in your rotation is going to take a little bit more time.
Caitlin Johnson back to Davis. Johnson for the 3 ball. Misses it.
Clean shot, just didn't go.
Davis. Caitlin Johnson for 3.
Yes!
Yahtzee! Johnson from downtown, and that's a big 3. 46-37 now. 6 minutes remaining in the contest.
So again, another defensive effort like they're capable of. And you have a deep bench. These ladies should, the only one who's been in the game the entire time has been Kennerson.
Back to Goodwine. Goodwine with the basketball now. Goodwine and one.
And that was a foul. So she's been very active. It doesn't really show up. She put up a lot of shots. Has Goodwine. 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 3 of 7 from the field. Only 9 points. So she's in double digits now for the Lady Owls.
Down that one.
So they got it right back.
49-37, 6 minutes remaining.
There's the trap again, and there's another turnover. Is that a tie-up? That's another tie-up, but Rice has possession of the basketball.
Rice, very disciplined Lady Owl basketball team.
Well, the Lady Tigers have had the opportunities here. They're not overmatched against this Lady Owls team. So they're cleaning up the floor here.
Yeah, with the smallest towel that they manufacture.
Tina Langley in her second season as coach for the Lady Owls. And 14-24 coming into this game. But again, they're off to their fastest start in about 7 or 8 seasons for the Lady Owls. So they're enjoying success here this season.
Back to Ealing. Ealing with the basketball, dribbling back to Hawkins. Hawkins dribbling that basketball.
You're going to need some stops here coming down the stretch. 6 minutes left in this game.
Back to DeMarco. Back to Goodwine. Back to Hawkins.
Again,
Hawkins.
late out, late in their shot clock.
DeMarco loses
Turnover.
it. And it belongs to Rice.
No hand. No hand. That's Tiger basketball. That's Lady Tiger basketball. Shot clock, but you didn't need the shot clock violation because the ball was clearly out. Again, so the Lady Tigers get a stop here.
Texas Southern trailing 49-37.
Trying to get the shot clock issues worked out. Let's see now. The Tigers have to put something in. Here comes the trap. Half-court trap, and again it works. They found some success.
Goodwine going inside. Rebound by Davis. Davis with it across the timeline. Back to Kennerson. McElrath can't finish. And the foul is called.
They'll go to the free throw line. But again, they have found success, and this is something that the Lady Tigers are going to have to address moving forward this season. You are going to have to know how to deal with half-court traps and really three-quarter pressing and full-court presses. If teams know that you are susceptible to that, you're going to see a lot more of it. And again, another missed free throw. Tigers coming into this quarter, 11 of 20, so that's not going to get it done either, Chatterbox. You go through all the steps of playing with aggression, but if you can't knock down your throws, it doesn't help you a whole lot. Down by 11, the Tigers need some more stops here. Can't trade buckets when you're down by 11.
49-38. And a foul is called.
So that's team foul number 5. So the Lady Owls, 6 of 9 from the free throw line. So again, you look at this hit, you knock down more of those free throws. You miss 9 free throws to have the Lady Tigers. You're right back in this game if you're able to hit your free throws. So if the Lady Tigers fall short today, they have a lot of things they can circle and say, well, we have to, things in our control that we can do better.
Right. Texas Southern trailing 49-38. Lewis with the basketball from Chi-Town, Chicago. Isis Lane with it now. Back to Kennerson. Davis. Back to Lewis.
Double dribble. Come on. She's had some turnovers. Lewis, that's her 5th turnover. And
that's her 5th time sitting down. Every time she makes a mistake, she's going to get pulled.
Got to protect the basketball, especially when she has possession of the ball as much as she does. Now the Tigers employ their press. And it worked. And so again, with 5 minutes left, the Lady Owls are letting the Lady Tigers hang around.
But they've got to score some baskets.
Yeah, you got to find somebody to put up some points.
Texas Southern trailing 49-38. 5 minutes remaining.
McElrath has been very active on the offensive side.
McElrath calling for it, but when you call Kennerson for 3.
Yes!
Kennerson from downtown.
Again, they've had these opportunities. Is that their first 3? That's the second 3 of the afternoon. Tigers trail this one by 8 after that big 3-pointer.
And while we wait,
at our Scott Street location, come on by French's Chicken, where the taste lasts forever.
Rice not much better, 2 of 7. But again, offensive rebounds, they matched up pretty well. I mean, they match up, they sort of stack up equally in a lot of statistical categories. It's just a few areas where the Tigers have not closed the deal, and they're just not shooting well from the perimeter.
Texas Southern trailing 49-41, 4 minutes remaining. Here's the trap. Goodwine's in trouble. Healy. Stolen by Kennison.
And fouled.
And Eddie Marco commits the foul.
So again, they're susceptible to that pressure, so it's working. And now all of a sudden, the plot thickens and the pressure really kind of ratchets up for these Lady Owls, especially if the Lady Tigers are able to put some points up on the board.
Texas Southern trailing 49-41. Johnson with the basketball now. Back to Kennison, back to Lane. Johnson for 3. In and out, going the other way.
Good shot, though. Wide open, and that shot will fall if she keeps taking it.
Texas Southern trailing 49-41. Hawkins dribbling that basketball. Pick set. Hawkins still dribbling that basketball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Boy, great defense by Isis Lane.
So long.
Legal screen.
But what effort. You talked about it. Isis Lane, very long arms, long legs, very active, and really kept those feet moving defensively, and a great effort. Tigers from the field in the second half, 30% from the, in the third quarter, 27% from the field. So they've heated up a little bit here, shooting 50% from the field here in the fourth quarter.
49-41, Davis with the basketball inside to McElrath. McElrath calling for it, back to Davis. Johnson, Kennison for 3, misses it. Body's on the floor.
Active hands, good no call.
49-41, the Lady Tigers have awoken. Hawkins with the basketball. And another turnover by Rice.
So Rice is giving them opportunity after opportunity. The Lady Tigers are not able to put points on the board once they get these extra possessions.
Davis back to Kennison. 3 minutes remaining in this one. Johnson with the basketball, dribbling with that right hand. Back to Davis. To Kennison.
That's off of Rice. And when I say extra possessions, I'm talking about possessions you create by creating turnovers, as Ewing will check back in the game. But Isis Lane did a really good job defensively over the last couple of minutes that she's been in this game.
49-41, 3 minutes remaining in the contest.
Now here comes Ford. Ford is another key.
Let's hope she can bring some positive energy. She's been frustrated in the entire game. She has some great looks, but you've got to finish the looks.
She was the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers in the first half. So, again, you see some more activity.
Palmer for 3, misses it. Got to do a better job of blocking out. Hawkins. 2 minutes remaining in the contest. Hawkins. Back to Ehrlich. Hawkins for 3. Misses it.
Yeah, that could have ended it right there.
Texas Southern will have it.
Now the Tigers again have another shot here. We're talking about a 3-possession game here with 3 minutes left, so they have opportunities. Rice is keeping them in this basketball game. Now again, they look to trap.
Kennison with the basketball now. Kennison back to Johnson.
No, she was not set.
You cannot use that free arm.
Well, she extended it a little bit.
A lot.
A little, maybe you were closer to the action than I was. That's a tough call. I would have no-called that.
49-41, 2 minutes and change remaining. Oldest trick in the book. That's the oldest trick in the book. That's McGregor Park emancipation style basketball. You cannot free arm like that. Not anymore.
Well, like I said, the Tigers have certainly had their opportunities in this game in the second half, especially when you went down by as much as, 13. The Lady Tigers have had time after time to get to really get back into really to take the lead. And they've done some great things defensively, but you're not able to hit shots.
Good wine with the basketball.
2 of 9 from three-point range. That's not going to get it done. That's a 10-second call.
Violation. Great defense.
Again, the Lady Tigers defense are keeping them in the game.
Texas Southern trailing 49-41.
Somebody has to come out of the game. McElrath is out. Now Bennett checks back into the game for the Lady Owls for her first action of the second half. Ewing is a lady that can hit some shots from the outside. Tennyson, she got away with one there. That wasn't a foul. We'll take it though.
Texas Southern trailing 49-41. McElrath will go into the basketball game.
Lady Tigers 13 of 23 from the free throw line. And a miss is another one. You just cannot miss these opportunities. And I know Coach will look back at this film and like, look at what we've done to ourselves.
Shooting ourselves in the paw. Texas Southern trailing 49-41, 2 minutes remaining in the contest.
Oh, well, there was a lane violation. So again, now she misses the 12th free throw. Have to convert here. That'll put you down by 7. Still 3 possessions. And that falls. Rebound. Good rebound.
Ooh. And Davis took a tumble.
Let's see if McElrath can hit some free throws. Man, this is unbelievable how they're able to stay in this game. And I know that Coach Langley, is going crazy for the Lady Owls.
First free throw is good by McElrath.
Now a 2-possession game here.
Texas Southern trailing 49-42, 2 minutes. Great free throws by McElrath. She's really improved over the summer on those free throws. Good job, Brazier.
Now the Lady Tigers trap has worked for him, and it's working for him again.
Back to Kennerson. 49-43, Davis.
Take your time, get a good look.
To McElrath. Octavia Ford calling for it.
What's the call? Is that an offensive foul? That's an offensive foul. 2-possession game.
Brazier McElrath. That's her 4th personal foul.
Laid out. Go to the line.
49-43, a minute and change remaining. On the TSU Sports Network.
Rainey has a cut, it would appear. Either that or a contact.
Texas Southern trailing 49-43. Minute and change remaining in the contest.
And again, the Lady Tigers apply some pressure.
Hawkins dribbling that basketball.
You have your chance here. It's plenty of time.
Back to Goodwine. Back to Hawkins.
If you have more confidence in their offense, I mean, it's more than enough time to get back in this game. Can't allow a score here, though.
Back to Knight. McElrath takes a tumble. Two seconds on the shot clock. Goodwine misses it. Rice with a rebound.
Rebound still being fought after. Loose ball foul. Is that going to go against the Lady Owls?
It will.
So again, the Tigers are in this game, Chatterbox. I think they can do it. I think they can. I think they can.
After all the mistakes and they're still hanging around, it shows you something.
You know, Rice has not seized the opportunity to win this game. Now let's see if the Tigers can convert from the free throw line.
Knees bent, balls in the air, goes down.
Good. 5-point game now. Now Isis Lane back in the game, a defensive stopper. Let McElrath get a little bit of rest here. Let's see if Ewing can do something. Both free throws good. Caitlin Palmer, did she check? No, Palmer did not check in the game.
Palmer sitting by DeLeon Harper. Another turnover for Rice. And Texas Southern has the basketball. 1:16 seconds remaining. And these Fighting Lady Tigers are giving Rice all they can handle right now.
Again, the Lady Tigers beat this Lady Owls team last season, 69-66. And let's see if the Tiger faithful can push them over the top here. 4-point game.
Henderson. Back to Johnson. Ewing. Kennerson. And a traveling violation is called.
She did. Okay, you come up with a stop here. But somebody's going to have to make another one or two big perimeter shots.
49-45, 1:05 remaining. Boy, Ice is putting on that pressure.
Boy, can't commit a foul here. Make him work for it. 6 on the shot clock.
Hawkins to the 10.
Oh,
the foul is called.
She got bailed out. Bailed out that time. 48 seconds left, so it's tough.
Texas Southern trailing 49-45, 48.6 seconds remaining.
And again, the officials are discussing something here as Hawkins will go to the line.
(50-45), 48.6 seconds. Once again, first broadcast via the TSU Sports Network. Rebound by Davis. Davis on the push. Davis across the timeline.
They can take their time here, get the shot that they want.
China going inside.
She rushed
misses
it. She rushed it. That might do it if they can't come up with a stop here, Bob. Can't allow another point here. So the foul's committed. Fouled out of this basketball game, and Caitlin Palmer is back in the game. Again, she came into this game averaging double digits on the season. Now, first miss here. Now that really plays well for the Tigers here. And that's still a 2-possession game. And she makes the second, so 6-point game here. So the Tigers will have to make a 3 here and foul and hope for some missed free throws or try to force a turnover really, really quickly on the inbound.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Texas Southern Sports Network.
that it becomes an invitation, making this not only 12 ounces of refreshment, but also 12 ounces of inspiration. To be more up for whatever than ever.
Bud Light.
The perfect beer for reading and unleashing a whole world of whatever in the name of a ridiculously good time. If you're up for whatever, look for your message on Bud Light bottles. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens. This is where crisp, smooth.
And welcome back to the action. 27 seconds and counting in this game. Texas Southern trailing. Palmer into the game. She'll shoot the three. No.
Short. Foul. That's a foul.
Texas Southern trailing 51-45. (51-45), 20.2 seconds remaining in the contest. Texas Southern down by just a few. Davis. Count the first one.
Missed the second one, man. Foul right there. So it's gonna be tough now.
Texas Southern trailing 51-46. Nothing from Octavia Ford in the second half.
Yeah, it's been a tough second half for her. And again, I'm not sure. I don't think the Lady Tigers have anybody who scored in double digits, and that's not going to get it done. And you waste an awesome defensive effort in both halves, really more so in the first half, and really the effort in the latter part of the second half that has kept you in the game. So again.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with more. Texas Southern trailing 52-46, 16 seconds remaining in the contest. This is Texas Southern Sports Network. And welcome back to the H&PE Arena once again. Lady Tiger basketball via the TSU Sports Network. Texas Southern trailing Rice 52-46 with 16 seconds remaining. Kennison with the basketball. Dribbling with that right hand. Palmer for three. Misses it.
Just short.
Texas Southern will have the basketball with 8.4 seconds remaining.
Now again, your hope here is to make a three and deny them the inbound. You have to have a Reggie Miller type play here.
There it is.
You can't have much time. You got to shoot. Let it go. It's good.
Three-pointer by Johnson is good.
Too late. Wait a minute. I'm going to review the tape.
52-49. At least they didn't do like the SWAC officials did in the championship game. Run off the floor.
We talked about that.
And to run and get them and bring them back on.
So 0.5 seconds left. So you have to have an errant pass and you throw it up. I would contest or even make a, well, you can foul before the inbounds pass, but that would be, you have to be careful getting the intentional. So let's see.
52-49.
But again, an entertaining home opener for the Tiger faithful.
Texas Southern trailing 52-49. We'll have comments from head coach Janetta Hayes-Perry in the post game. And that is the end of the game as Texas Southern falls 52-49.
Lady Tigers fall to 5-3 on the season. Lady Owls moved to 6-2 on the year. But our first look at the Lady Tigers, what are your thoughts, Chatterbox?
I like what I see. Got some talent. Just have to put the talent together. Allow these young ladies to play together. Like I know they can. It'd be a great situation. These Lady Tigers can be very fun to watch. Later on down the line, these Lady Tigers can be very fun to watch.
And
we'll take a break for the alma mater, and we'll come back. And we'll have comments from Texas Southern head coach Janetta Hayes-Perry in the postgame. We'll be right back. You're listening to the TSU Sports Network.
To our high post player, to our low block player, our timing is off. I know with the backup point guard, she's been coming in giving us some good minutes. Today she struggled. I think, it's a first home game. Everybody, families are here. I think all of that, honestly, was a distraction. And I think our ladies have to mature really quick. We're very, very immature right now. We're extremely talented. And it's hard to see at this moment. You can tell because we can string some games together. But I have to press really hard to do that. So we're going to go back and talk about it. And it's all about helping their growth. This is preseason. This is what it's for. I am disappointed. I want to beat Rice all the time. I never want to lose to Rice. I never want to lose to anybody, but I definitely don't want to lose to Rice. And I say that with love, being a Lady Owl myself, So I really want to go back and talk to the girls. And what I love about this group is they'll come back and they'll work and they'll get past it. And we have to get ready to go on the road and play TSU, SMU, FIU. That's the last 3 games of preseason. And then we have about 2 weeks after that and get ready for conference. So we have a lot of basketball ahead of us. And this is just one stumbling stone. We scored 50 points last game, if I'm not mistaken, against H&PE. We held them to 34. If we're not going to be able to score, we can't let other people score.
And also when you talk about scoring, Brazier McElrath did a good job tonight at the free throw line. But the thing about it, she puts herself in a position to score. She'll get it. She'll call for it. Then she'll do something with the basketball and not get it to the rim.
She double dribbled today, and I didn't understand why. She was wide open for a layup. I just feel like they weren't ready. We weren't prepared. We weren't ready. I thought Joyce wasn't ready, and that's very unusual for her. I thought that 2-2-1 little zone kind of frustrated us a little bit. I'm not sure why. It wasn't hard or anything. It was just there. And it slowed the ball down, and we weren't in rhythm against the zone. We got to be able to attack the rim against the zone, and that's not something they're comfortable with yet. I say that HBU played us all men, and we still couldn't score. So right now it's we. It's not what we're running. It's not anything new. It's just us making a collective effort, 5 people to all get on the same page, and subs coming in to run something and have an understanding for the game. And I just feel like right now we're struggling with that. But in the meantime, we're going to have to take care of the ball.
Now, I want to ask you about your rotation, too. You worked a lot of young ladies in. Is this a part of trying to develop your chemistry and see where you are heading into conference play?
That's exactly it. I want to give my young guns opportunity. Isis came in late and did a decent job defensively. But offensively, she has to give us something. Artavia Ford is an offensive kid. She can score. She scored a reverse layup that was so nice down here. But she got to defend. I mean, point blank. If she don't defend, I'm going to sit her and play the freshman. And she knows that. We talk about it all the time. I think on the wing, trying to get Caitlin in a rotation to see how she do for Katie. That's one of the things we're looking at. China's just young, but China works hard. She's consistent. You couldn't see it today, but I've seen it for the last 2 months every day. Steph is just getting back from the injury with her arm, so getting her into the rotation. I even played her at the 4 some, so I knew she would blow sets, just not knowing being at the 4. But she gives us energy. She's a great defender on the court. So I'm trying to see my defensive team, my offensive team. We didn't have that before. We had 7 girls who played all the time. I knew what to expect, good and bad. And so right now it's just kind of up in the air at times. And as coaches, we got to learn how to use them and keep them motivated. I thought my freshman point guard struggled today really poorly, but she usually is pretty decent where we can play Joyce off the ball too. So we have some options now. Now we got to make sure the options work for us.
Right.
Well, Coach, we thank you for taking time out with us inside the post-game wrap-up. We look forward to talking with you later on down the line.
Thank you so much.
All right. There you have it, straight from Texas Southern head coach Jenna Hayes-Perry, from Devin Wade, Larry the Chatterbox Hill, signing off. You've been listening to Lady Tiger basketball as they fall to the Rice Lady Owls by the score of 52-49. You've been listening to the Texas Southern Sports Network.